Something that happens all the time in the North Carolina state legislature is when our politicians and the lobbyists play both sides of an issue off each other to make money. There's a really specific example happening right now in the legislature, and let me tell you all about it. It's the doctors versus the nurses. The fight between the nurses' lobby and the doctors' lobby has been one of the most heated in our legislature for over a decade, but it's gone nowhere because the lobbyists and the politicians in the middle use both sides as an ATM. For more than a decade, nursing associations in North Carolina have been trying to get Republican lawmakers to pass something called the SAVE Act. Now, the SAVE Act would basically loosen legal restrictions on the types of care that nurses can provide without a doctor supervising them. Today, nurses can only provide certain kinds of care, not others, sometimes in ways that don't completely make sense. So the SAVE Act would basically give them more independence. Now, obviously, the nurses love that idea because it'd give them more independence and they could make more money. But the doctors, and especially the anesthesiologists, we'll get back to them, are very opposed to the SAVE Act, basically because it would cut into their turf. You wouldn't need as many doctors and they'd make less money. So every year, the nurses lobby gets a bunch of lawmakers to propose the SAVE Act, and every year, the doctors lobby manages to kill it. And this has been going on for 12 years running. 12 years. Pretty soon the SAVE Act will still not be passed, but it can drive. And all that time, both sides employ a bunch of lobbyists in the legislature, and those lobbyists tell both sides that to help their side, they've got to contribute lots of money to Republican political campaigns. They have to donate to Republicans and not Democrats, because Democrats are the minority party in our legislature. They cannot get bills passed. Only Republicans can. So every year, the Nurses Association Political Action Committee raises lots of money from their members, and then they donate it to whoever Republican leaders tell them to, hoping that it might convince them to this year pass the SAVE Act. The doctors' lobby does exactly the same thing to oppose the SAVE Act, and the anesthesiologists go one step further. They run their own network of PACs all over the state, and they coordinate their giving to the same Republicans in order to kill the SAVE Act. The anesthesiologists even fund and operate this dark money AstroTurf group just to fight the nurses. The anesthesiologists basically have way too much money on their hands. Both sides of this issue compete to raise money for the same group of Republican lawmakers, asking them to do different things. And every year, the lobbyists tell both sides the same thing. Hey, maybe this is the year. Here's where to send the check. This is clearly bad for the nurses and for the doctors, but it works great for the politicians and the lobbyists in the middle who get paid very well playing both sides off each other and never taking any action. This is how you make money in politics, by the way. It's also bad for the rest of us because this is clearly not how lawmaking should work, but it's the reality of business today in the North Carolina state legislature.